And now moving to Canada, where the economy is facing a serious threat. The country's two largest rail companies have locked out nearly 9,000 workers after negotiations over scheduling practices and working conditions failed to materialize. This unprecedented move risks disrupting supply chains that transport over $750,000 worth of goods daily, potentially bringing critical sectors to a costly standstill. Here's our report with more.
Canada is on the brink of an unprecedented crisis as its two largest rail companies, Canadian National Rail and Canadian Pacific Kansas City, have locked out nearly 9,000 workers. This drastic move, which began Thursday morning, follows failed negotiations between the companies and the Teamsters Union, pushing the country towards a nationwide rail stoppage that threatens to grind key sectors of the economy to a halt. The implications of this lockout are staggering. Canada relies heavily on its rail network to transport goods, with over $736,000 worth of products moved every day across the country and into the United States. Thus, the impact on supply chains could be catastrophic, with industries from agriculture to mining now at risk. Union Pacific, the number 2 U.S. railroad operator, warns that this stoppage would have devastating consequences for the economies of the two countries. And ratings agency Moody's estimates that the stoppage could cost over $250 million per day. Negotiations between the rail companies and the Teamsters Union, primarily over issues like shift scheduling, fatigue provisions and wages, have reached a deadlock. The workers argue that their conditions have worsened, while both the rail companies claim their offers are competitive and prioritize safety. Canada's Federal Labour Minister Stephen McKinnon has met with both parties, urging a resolution but stopping short of enforcing binding arbitration. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has also called on both sides to reach an agreement, emphasizing the stakes for millions of Canadians who rely on the rail network for their livelihoods.
My message is very straightforward. It is in the best interest of both sides to continue doing the hard work at the table to find a negotiated resolution.
But the stakes extend beyond Canada's borders. With Canada exporting 75% of its goods to the United States, the lockout could ripple through North American supply chains. In 2023, the United States exported $28.3 billion of agricultural products to Canada, making it the third largest destination for U.S. agricultural exports behind China and Mexico. Ethanol, potash, corn, cereals, food grains, cooking oils and meat are among the agricultural products traded between the two nations. Industry and trade organizations have sounded the alarm, warning of the severe consequences if the lockout continues. Truckers say they are facing a surge in demand and that road freight rates are rising for shippers in Canada. However, industry insiders say that while the trucking sector can handle some of the demand, it cannot replace rail distribution. In a country that has never faced a simultaneous rail stoppage at this scale, the coming days will be crucial. Will the two sides find common ground, or will Canada face a prolonged and painful disruption to its economy?
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
Kamala, you're fired.
I say, bring it on.
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill. We know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished. On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Eric Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C.